Happy New Year. Ah. Say Happy New Year and get out. Say it, don't be rude. Say it. Happy New Year. Whatever. I wish we would have skipped New Year's this year. I actually wish we could have taken it around the, done another lap. Let's go around the block one more time. I just think that 2024 went by, way too fast. I wasn't comfortable with it. But nobody asked me. Nobody really asks what I want or what I think. Today is New Year's Day. In fact, it is. I am filming this on January 1st, 2025. I didn't really do anything for New Year's Eve. I kind of just spent it with my family. I tend to kind of spend New Year's Eve alone. That sounds so depressing and sad. There are only a few times that we actually do anything for New Year's Eve, or I go out with friends or whatever. I have this little tradition where I just do my makeup. I make myself look really pretty. I put on a really cute outfit to bring in the year. I just like to do things that just feel fresh and feel like self-care, that just feel like good ways to bring in the new year. I decluttered, I organized, I cleaned my apartment because I feel like it's important to bring in the new year with a clean environment, just really cleansed. I finished my Pinterest board for 2025. I also do this thing on my home screen where if you use the Pinterest widgets, you can see your specific Pinterest board. This is my 2025. That little widget is for my 2025 Pinterest board. It just cycles pictures and it, I don't know, reminds me of things that I want to do. I also wrote a letter to myself because every year I use this website called futureme.org, and it sends you can write a letter to your future self, and then whatever date you pick, it'll send you the letter on that day. So every New Year's I write a letter to myself for the year ahead. So last year I wrote a letter for myself. This year I read it a week ago or two. And then I wrote myself a letter for myself next year. So what I want to do for today, New Year's Day, is I want to kind of set up the new habits that I kind of want to bring into the new year, and just overall resting, enjoying the day, whatever. But yeah, I really want to focus on setting myself up for success, because you can think about all these goals and things that you want to do, but if you don't set yourself up to make these things easier for yourself, you're probably not going to do it. Why does it keep getting darker? I hate that. I actually made a vision board this year. It's really tiny. Actually, it's right up there. I'll get it for you, why don't I? Oh my god, don't look at my butt. Stop. Oh my god. This is it. It's really small. I like it to be simple. I like it to be easy to look at. Because if I make it really big with a bunch of pictures, it becomes white noise every time I see it, and I also would think it was obnoxious and I would take it off my wall. So I have to make it really small with very few pictures. So I just look at it and I'm And I also don't like to set a lot of goals or a lot of dreams or a lot of whatever aspirations. I like to keep it simple, because if I make it too complicated, I will feel like a failure because I will not complete the 75 things that I put on there. So these are my few goals on my very simple vision board. I've got piano because I had this on my list of things I wanted to do last year, and I didn't really dedicate much time to it. So I'm gonna actually commit this year. Moving into a new apartment. I'm moving out of this place very soon. I can't take it anymore. Spending time with friends. It's a picture of friends. Can you see it? Here's a better view. I just want to keep spending time with friends. It's a PC because this is the year that I am building my PC. I'm going to build a PC so I can play Sims 3 and not blow up my laptop. People don't realize how hard it is to game. You actually need a good quality PC to play The Sims, especially Sims 3. So I want to invest money this year into building a PC so I can actually play it, because I haven't had a PC in years and I haven't been able to play The Sims in years, and it's probably the biggest tragedy I've been facing and dealing with for the past couple years. I have this up here that says, imagine being loved the way you love, because I am open to love this year, believe it or not. I also have this picture right here of studying because I am dabbling with the thought of going back to school and getting my master's. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just dabbling. We're not going to go into detail, but I am thinking about that. Isn't that crazy? I swore I would never go back to school, and now I'm I'm a little bored. Let me go into student debt. I have this one that says, I can achieve my wildest creative dreams going slow and resting often. I spent a lot of last year trying to learn how to be creative but not allow myself to be burned out, which is very hard, especially with someone who has ADHD. I like to just go full steam ahead when I'm fixated on something, but that leads to burnout a lot. So I'm just trying to learn how to be able to be creative, not burn out, and allow my creativity to come from a place of rest and a place of just not striving. you know, just confidence and whatever. Just creating to create out of the desire to create, not creating because I feel like I need everyone in the world to know that I'm creative, and if I don't post 3 times a week, then I'm not gonna get followers. Like, that doesn't even actually matter to me. So why am I acting like it does? Anyway, whatever. Money because I love money. Vlogging camera because I want to keep doing this for this year. I want to like actually like, I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. I've done I think 5 or 6 videos last year in 2024. This year I want to make a lot more. I'm not putting pressure on myself, as we just spoke about. But I just want to keep doing it because this is something I like to do, and I'm having fun and I want to keep doing it. And that's it. But I do want to add some things to this. I want to add taking a trip to the Jersey Shore because I want to see the Jersey Shore house. And I want to put like content creating, I think falls under the vlogging, but I want to create fashion content. I have so much fashion content I want to make, but it's not something that I feel super confident in, but I want to make it, so I'm going to make it. I'm going to be a fashion person. I don't really believe in like New Year's resolutions or like, I don't know, like goals like that much. Like, I don't know. I believe in setting goals throughout the year. I like to move in quarters. I actually like to do like 3-month plans. Between January and March, what am I focusing on? Between April to June, what am I focusing on? That just feels a lot more feasible than like setting goals for an entire year, because I don't know who I'm gonna be a year from now. Whatever. Enough talking about vision boards. So corny. Like, get out of my face. If you set up goals for yourself that are not realistic or just feel too big, you're going to fail. Break it up. If your goal is to buy a house this year, break it up into small chunks. Make it quarterly goals. Be like, I'm saving $10,000 in these 3 months to go towards my down payment. I'm saving this much in the second quarter, blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the year, then you can like put a down payment on your house. Does that make sense? Don't just say, I want to buy a house. You're going to fail because March is going to come around. April's going to come around. And you're like, I still am not even close to like buying a house and I'm such a failure. And like New Year's resolution, this is not my year. Like 2026 will be my year. Just stop. Create incremental goals that are feasible, realistic, so that you also feel good about yourself. So that when April comes around, you're like, oh my God, I already saved like $10,000. Like, I'm actually going to buy a house this year. Girl, you probably need like $100,000 down payment, but whatever. I think this year is going to be very much a continuation of 2024. I think I really set up a lot of good things in that year. And yeah, this year I'm honestly like, I didn't even think of a lot of goals. I kind of just did it to do it, but like, I'm kind of feeling really good. Like, I feel like a different shift this year than other New Year's. Like, I don't feel like I'm like, oh my God, like, please, like, Alice, really, like, please, like, make sure you get these things done. I'm kind of like, you know, like, I'm on a good path. Surprisingly, crazy. Let me not say that too loud. But I'm in a good place and I actually feel good. I don't feel like I have to set up these goals to make sure I have a good year. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have a good year. Isn't this crazy? It's a little crazy to hear myself say, but it's true. Regardless of the new year, there are some habits that I've been meaning to implement for my mental health. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the new year as an excuse to really like drive these home. Just some things I want to do to improve my quality of life overall. One thing is I want to wake up earlier and I want to go to bed earlier. I want to go to bed with a better night routine so I get better quality sleep. Because time and time again, I'm realizing that, oh my God, sleep is actually really important for me. Isn't that really crazy that doctors and like scientists and like mental health professionals are correct? Sleep is actually so important for me. When I don't get sleep, that day after will be literally horrible. I will literally be thinking about hugging a tree with the front of my car. Sorry, but it's true. If I have not made it clear yet, my videos are not for the mentally stable. So I already wake up pretty early most days, but I want to get in the habit of waking up with enough time to not be rushing to work, first of all, and to have my time in the morning so my days feel like they're my own. I can have like personal time while still getting to work on time, like not forfeiting me getting to work on time just so that I can have my personal time. I want to wake up with enough time to have my personal time, not feel rushed, and get to work on time. What a concept. Part of my personal time in the morning, I want to be journaling. Like, I want journaling to be a part of the time that I spend with myself. I love journaling. It's like one of the key things that keeps my mind afloat. I had this idea for a journal that I want to keep. So basically, I want to write in it every single day and have these certain prompts that I want to answer every single day. I want to think of like 3 different questions that I answer every single day. Something like questions like, what do you want? Where are you headed? What do you not want? Where do you not want to end up? Who do you want to be? Who do you not want to be? 3 things that you can do today. Stuff like that. Because I think answering questions like that every single day will keep my mind focused on vision, like forward thinking. Because I find myself so often like forgetting goals that I have, which is crazy. But like I just find myself often forgetting goals that I have, or like visions that I've had, or like what I want to be doing, right? Because I'll like make progress and then I kind of stop it for a week, and then I beat myself up a month later because I'm like, oh my god, I was making progress. Like the whole piano thing, like I want to learn piano, but if I go 2 weeks without thinking about the fact that I want to learn piano, I just stop. So I want to do those prompts every single day to remind myself every single day what I want. Not necessarily that it's like, oh my god, you have to grind every day, but I just want to remember every single day. Even if I can't do something to advance that goal every day, I just want to remind myself, I don't know, this is a theory I'm testing out. I'm just going to see if it works. I might do a video about it to like document it, see how it goes, but it's something that I've got up here that I really want to try. So I'm going to let myself try, and I'm going to try and do it every day. We'll see. Now for a night routine, I don't want it to be too complicated. I just want to start reading before bed. I'm already pretty good about not being on my phone in bed, but I am literally an iPad kid, and I have to go to bed with my iPad to watch YouTube to fall asleep. It's pathetic. It is sad. And I don't want to be like that. I do not need more screen time. I'm on the screen all day long. So I want to go to bed reading, because I just think it's a better practice, especially for your mind to wind down. I also want to read more books next year, so I think this habit will like kind of knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, hopefully. I don't like that saying. It's very like animal cruelty core. So, just get 2 things done at once. But yeah, just a night routine where I go to bed at a specific time every night. A morning routine where I wake up at a specific time every day, because that's just better for your circadian rhythm. And I know a lot of things are really smart. Circadian rhythm, it's actually like your internal body clock. If you haven't heard of it, look it up. I don't want to like spend too much time explaining all the things I know. But if your circadian rhythm is in tune, you sleep better, you wake up more easily, things like that. So yeah, I'm keeping it really simple. I'm just focusing on these goals that I have here, which are like pretty big goals, like overtime goals. But like a main habit that I'm going to try and implement is just improving my quality of sleep. Waking up earlier, going to bed earlier, going to bed more intentionally, waking up more intentionally. I'm just focusing on sleep. We're just keeping it simple. I'm just going to focus on sleep. Everything else will be an overflow of me focusing on my sleep. Because honestly, I think that if I focus on my sleep, my life is going to be better. I don't think I'll ever be depressed again. I don't think I'll ever be anxious again. I'm joking, but I do think that it's going to bring a lot of good things. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not too much that I want to change this year about my life. I actually am like really satisfied with my life at the moment. There's not like too much that I want to like shift. Honestly, I think this was one of the best years I've had, especially for my mental health. I think this year was a phenomenal year for my mental health. Let's give a round of applause, please. I got so much growth this year from therapy. I switched therapists just to get a new like method of therapy, and it changed my everything. Like honestly, I feel amazing. I have had more evident healing than I've ever felt or experienced in my life. Like things that are just going to bring lasting change. Like I have felt healing that is going to be a lasting change. And it's crazy, and I just feel amazing about that. Like I truly can't talk so much. Enough. I can't talk enough about how great I feel mentally. Is kind of insane. And just a lot of great things happened this year. I adopted my dog, who I love so much, who is napping right now, and I'm not going to dare wake her up. And she literally changed my life, and like literally saved my life. Like I know people say that and it's so corny and it's so lame, but I cry so much about how much she changed my life, and I can't imagine my life without her. She makes me excited to wake up in the mornings, and I adopted her almost a year ago. I think it was January 10th that I adopted her, so 2024 brought me my little tiny angel. And 2024 was also a year that I launched my guided journal, which I haven't talked a lot about on this channel, but I did launch a guided journal. And we'll talk about that more this year on my journey with business and everything like that. I have a small business. You can visit my Etsy page. I'll link it below. But launching my guided journal was honestly one of the things that I've been most proud of in my life. It was very hard, and it took a lot out of me, but I'm so proud that I did it. I proved to myself that I can do something that I really want to do, no matter what it takes. I think that's the greatest thing that I got out of that experience. I was also diagnosed with ADHD this year, which has been amazing for me personally to be able to live better. It increased my quality of life to now know what I suffer from and how to deal with it better. It has been amazing. It really has been. It was not a sad thing to get diagnosed. It was actually the best thing for me to be diagnosed with ADHD. To just understand myself better and understand my mind and why I am the way that I am. I will also make a video about that very soon, about my journey with ADHD and my diagnosis and everything. What else happened this year? I traveled to a bunch of places. I went to California again for like the 5th or 6th time. I went to Guatemala for the first time. It's gorgeous, beautiful. I went to Puerto Rico like twice. It was a great year for traveling, actually. I started my channel. Well, I restarted my channel. I posted a bunch of videos, more videos than I've ever posted in a year. It's amazing. What else? I rebranded my company. I did so many things. I did a lot of things last year that I'm so proud of. It was a quiet year. I don't feel like it was a year that was very flashy. It wasn't like I've had other years and I'm like, oh my god, I moved out. I did all these things, amazing things. I think it just was a year that felt good. Like I felt good for most of the year, which is just an amazing one. Forget it. Like forget any accomplishment. The feeling that I had of being safe within my own body is the greatest accomplishment is the greatest accomplishment. And I think as far as 2025 goes, I think it's just gonna feel different. I feel so good about 2025. Not in like a, this is gonna be my year kind of year. I just feel like things are just gonna keep being good, and it's just gonna be a year that feels different and feels great, and new things are gonna happen. And I don't want to say it too loud, but I think it's gonna be a good year. I don't want to say it too loud, because I feel like whenever I say something's gonna be good, it just isn't. But even if it's not good, I know how to handle. I will know how to handle it. So we are allowed to anticipate good things, even if it feels a little bit scary, because good things have happened to you, can happen to you, and will happen to you. It's true. Maybe when December comes around, I can reflect on this video and just like see what actually happened versus what I think is gonna happen. And I don't know. I think that'd be a cute idea, just to see how much I've changed and if I still resonate with some of the things that I'm saying now. That'd be super cute. But thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing year. I hope that you come and watch this channel lots of times this year, and that you subscribe and watch my channel grow this year. It's gonna grow this year. We are manifesting that 100%. Thank you for watching. Bye. Like, subscribe, do all of that. Bye.